Tuesday night, and we've got live baseball on MLB Network as we're at Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the San Diego Padres and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. Socrates Brito, the next to bat. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Center fielder, Socrates Brito.
Hey, no one down here.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Well, Harold, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, Matt, it's always nice to play at home, and they got off on the right foot winning the first game of the series here, and they got a chance really to win this game and maybe even sweep this series. So the first one's an important game.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. HR, how do they go about ending the losing streak they're mired in?
Well, Matt, this is a hitter's ballpark. I mean, you hit the ground ball, it's going to go through because the infield is fast, but it's the ball up in the zone. If you touch it, it's going to carry. So why not be aggressive? Look for that ball up and let it fly.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, Larry Bullard is a good umpire. It's pretty uncommon to see guys get too frustrated about his balls and strikes, because it doesn't seem like he favors one location more than the other.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Jabari Blash goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimpf. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Now in the box, Eugenio Suarez. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. And he takes ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss, 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. 1-2 now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Former College World Series MVP Rob Refsnyder is next. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He fouls it straight back, and whoa, that almost landed in our booth. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Padres down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in, Wilmer Defoe. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Wilmer Defoe.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
I really like his game plan. You can clearly see his game plan was, I'm going to bust him inside, and he's done that, and we're already in the third inning and continues to pound the ball in.
Yeah, we got no out.
Chop foul over towards the dugout.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again. Well, that's usually not a pitch you see right there with 2 strikes. A fastball down. He was able to fight it off, which tells me he's seeing the ball pretty good.
Jackson moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number one.
Left fielder, Jeff MacArthur.
Jeff MacArthur is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
And he is cruising now. It's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. And the Friars are into the hit column.
That ball is above the zone. He got his hands on top of it, the old tomahawk, and got a base hit out of it.
Stepping in now, Brian Camacho. Garcia is there, and he'll bring this one in. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready for another chance? Socrates Brito. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
Matt, it looks like he was sitting there getting ready to jump on the first pitch fastball, and they pulled the string on him and threw him a changeup and just got him out front. Now I don't know what he's thinking up there.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side.
Right here.
Stepping in, Robert Hanson.
Pitcher, Robert Hanson.
And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Get your pitch. Drive it.
Now the 0-1. Line drive to left. MacArthur has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one. Here's Jabari Blash. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Right fielder, Jabari.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Catcher, Blair.
Standing in now, Blair Jimenez, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that misses 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in to try it again, Ryan Schimpf. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now the pitch. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. A late swing at a slider for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. But this is going to get foul. The 2-2 one more time. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Hobson ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and he is into second with a 2-out double.
You could hear the solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were going to have our first run of the game right there. Gets all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park, so he'll have to be okay with the double.
Eugenio Suarez stands in as he looks at a called strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Digging in for his second at bat, Rob Refsnyder. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Rob Refsnyder.
There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Wilmer Defoe will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he takes this one high. 1-1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Now a bunt attempt here. Plouffe has it. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Now to the plate, Jeff MacArthur.
Jeff MacArthur.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul. Ready with the 0-2. Oh, that grounder got him. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Weird way to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Once again, Robert Hansen comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Hey, get your pitch. Make it happen right now, kid.
And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Camacho. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Brian Camacho.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Socrates Brito, the next to bat. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, followed up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Up next for the Padres.
Here's Jabari Blash.
Right fielder.
He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. In there for strike one, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out. Digging in once again, Blair Jimenez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Squared that one up just a little late. 0-1 count and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Very weakly on the ground. Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely infield single. And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Shum. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Wow, the Padres have been scuffling so far. They need to get a big hit, and it's about time somebody comes through right about now.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. Popped high in the air. Owings is there for it. And that retires the side. Padres leave a pair. We are still scoreless. Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Changeup. Good pitch there. 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the third time. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1-2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Eugenio Suarez goes down for the first out in the 7th inning. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
First baseman.
Into the windup and the pitch. Rob Refsnyder is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one stayed too low apparently. No runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the third time he sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
And here now is Wilmer Defoe.
Shortstop.
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after. Ready once again, Jeff MacArthur. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Jeff MacArthur.
Shoots this one over to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
He just ambushed him right here. First pitch fastball, he was looking for it, and boom, base hit.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Shelby Miller will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really put together a commanding pitching performance out there. Ended up tallying 12 strikeouts, and more importantly, he gave his team a great chance to earn the victory.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. Shelby Miller claims the win out of the pen, his first.
This pitcher's vital contribution is not overlooked.
Here in Phoenix, the roof is closed and the AC is pumping. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the San Francisco Giants and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. And there's a look at the starter this lineup will match up against as you take a look at his line on the right side of your screen. So digging in now, Eduardo Nunez. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Well, Harold Reynolds, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, man. I mean, you really want to end the homestand on a great note. This is the last game at home for a really long road trip coming up. So fans are going to have to watch you on TV or listen to it on the radio. You want to give them something to kick them off with, and that is a win today.
And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. HR, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Second.
Well, Matt, this team does not strike out a whole lot. They put the ball in play, and they rely on putting pressure on the other team. And if you make a mistake, they're going to capitalize. But their game is pressure, put the ball in play.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
And Darryl Parker, you know what I see with him, Matt, he's basic. You know, he's a guy that calling balls on the corners is not really his strength. He's going to stay right in the middle. Fundamental Darryl. Here it is. That was a good pitch, good call. I'm going to be safe. That's him.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Joe Panik is the second out of the opening frame.
Batting third.
In is Christian
Center
Yelich.
fielder.
His average
Christian
for the year sits in
Yelich.
the 280s entering play. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here it comes on 1-1. A fastball right over the outside corner.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Now a ball hit hard toward first. And a little self-preservation down at first as he... Here's Matt Adams now. He'll look
Leading
to get
off for
something
San
going here
Francisco,
in this scoreless
the
ball
first
game.
baseman, number 33, Matt Adams.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the D-backs. And today's starters leading the National League in strikeouts. Now, very difficult to defend behind. Think about it. You're out there, you're getting ready, you're running in the outfield, and you hear the glove out there. Pow, pow. And you're thinking, uh-oh, how is he going to strike out today? Am I going to get a ground ball? You better pay attention because that's when the ball's hit to you and you make an X. Lock in.
The catcher, number 20.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Posey.
Buster Posey comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
And another foul ball.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
Hard hit to first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. How about that?
Batting sixth.
Here's the pitch.
Left fielder, Eric Lucy.
And that's taken for strike 1.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Well, he had 2 strikes on the hitter, perfect count to put him away, tried to elevate the fastball, just didn't get it up there enough.
Here you go, boys.
Batting 7.
Stepping in now, Josh Rutledge. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 7 homers and 31 RBIs. Hernandez has a play, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Jordan Patterson. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
That fastball right there will humble you. He threw it right by him. So now what do? You spread out, you use your hands, and try to be as quick as you can when you see that ball get released out of his hand.
Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 9th, catcher.
First delivery to him on the way. Matt Moore comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Eduardo Nunez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Eduardo Nunez.
Into the windup and the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they're held in check here this half. Coming to the plate now, Robertjhanson. To the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
Line to the right side. Breeze through this half. Here's Joe Panik. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Second baseman, Joe Panik.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you're wondering, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Hey, nobody on.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Another one sent foul.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there. That's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-strike fastball on the corner of the plate, and he's able to foul it off. Nice job.
Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here's another 1-2. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Well, Matt, that's his 6th game. He's got a base hit in now. You got to start a streak somewhere. I start paying attention about 6 games. He's swinging the bat pretty good.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Yelich. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Yelich.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
That's the advantage of having a good two-hitter hitting second in your lineup. He knows he's going to get something to hit because they're going to pitch to him. And now here comes the heart of the order. They've got a great opportunity to get on the board here.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Here comes another 0-2. He pulls this one into right. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Back-to-back hits, and now the inning is set up. They're trying to put the first run on the board so you can bunt, move them up. Now you're second and third. You may draw the infield in. Or if they sit back, you get the easy ground ball, and you pick up.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. Panic rounds the corner and is headed home. In to score the runner from second. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Man, he was not messing around here. Sitting on the first pitch he saw and drove it to the outfield, bringing in both runners and putting himself into scoring position. It's great to see a guy that's aggressive at the plate when he's got a chance to do some damage.
1-0 pitch on the way. Leaves a changeup high for a strike. From the stretch. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
That changeup for the second strike right there is a great sign. When you're struggling like he has early in this game, you got to get in a rhythm. The changeup, off-speed pitches, all those put your mechanics in right place to throw strikes.
And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? Throw won't get him.
The left fielder
from the
31.
stretch. Eric Lucy is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
One away.
The 1-0 delivery. And he just misses with a curveball.
Hey, that's not some bad pitching right there. You're 2 pitches down, but you have a runner on third, and you know this hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can hit into the air for a sacrifice fly.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses here, and he falls behind now to 3-1. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it.
And that's the one you drive out of the ballpark.
Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Josh Rutledge is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Well, that's a tempting pitch right there. You got that runner on third base. You're looking for something to drive. You want the ball up. But it was a good layoff. Not the pitch he definitely wanted to hit, but it was tempting, no doubt.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Josh Rutledge is sent packing for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead striding in once again, Jordan Patterson. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Jordan Patterson.
This is pulled into right. Around first, he's digging for second. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. And he'll try and get his man to third here as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Digging in to try it again, Eduardo Nunez. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. This ball will be chopped foul.
Hey, we got 1 out here.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. The set and the 2-1 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Ready for another shot now, Joe Pennick. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Second baseman.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is caught as he had to go a long way to get there, but he left for Sanford. In is Christian Yelich, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Christian Yelich.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Right over the middle, knee high. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Christian Yelich goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. In the air now out to left field. And that's in there, base hit.
This guy is so strong. He just fought that ball off the left field. I know it's a little bit of a blooper right now, but it's going to be a line drive in the books when you look back.
Here's Buster Posey now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. And the pitch on 2-1. Favorable call in there for a strike.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's another 2-2. Changeup stayed low that time for ball 3.
We could see the runner in motion. And if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit.
Again, he sends it out of play. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out. Ready once again, Eric Lucy.
Number 31.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
He's falling behind right now after that swing right there. Now he's 0-2.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Giants lead. Austin Jackson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hey, anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that.
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up. A skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some character in how they finish a rough season.